What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mama Fatty, back at it again with another fucking video. So today is gonna be a pretty simple video. I'm gonna show you how I did my purple eyeshadow look. And yeah, so basically let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing you're gonna need is the palette in which you're gonna be using. So I'm gonna get all the tools I need. Boom. I'm gonna be using my Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2 from Morphe. Get into it. Get into it. Get into it. But I'm going to be using that palette. I'm also going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. It's a white primer, so if you don't feel comfortable using white primer, that's fine. You know, there are other options. I have the brushes that I'm going to be using. Two of them are going to be the Mr. Right Too Faced brushes. Or the Too Faced Mr. Right brushes. I'm going to be using the blender brush and the smudge brush. Then I will also be using my Morphe brush, the M124, and my blending eyeshadow brush from the Mario by Sephora collection. So that's basically all you're gonna need as far as brush wise for this look. I have already prepped like my eyebrows and everything else, like my foundation, concealer, and all that other good stuff is already fucking on, bitch. That's why I have this natural glow, this highlighting. Oh my god, let me do that. But that's why everything, you know, looks the way it looks. That's why I look cute. I guess I'll do another tutorial also on how I do like my everyday natural makeup look. Oh, you're also gonna need your lashes, bitch. Bad bitches wear lashes around here. So I'm gonna, oh, this is the wrong box. I'm also gonna be using my Lily Lashes 3D Mink. Yeah. All right. So first, I'm gonna start off with my primer. And for my primer, I'm actually gonna need something to put it in. Oh, here we go. Boom, candle top. I was looking for this. So I'm gonna put a small little dab of the primer on the candle top that I have right here. This is a lot. Like, this is enough that I should be able to use it for both eyes, honestly. So boom, I'm gonna use, where did I just put those brushes? Oh, here they are. So I'm gonna use my blending brush from the Too Faced collection. This is how she looks. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the eyeshadow primer and put it on here. And when I do this, I typically like to like brush down. Ooh, that's a lot. But I like to brush kind of like down a little bit. And basically you want to get like the entire lid, like I'm doing. And you can take it up as high as you want to, but I like to kind of like just focus on the lid first and make sure I've covered the entire lid without going too far out on both sides. Alright, so after I get all the entire lid, I kind of start making my way out a little bit. Oh, I went too high on that one. But, you know, kind of going out a little bit, bringing it in. And kind of cupping my eye. So now I'm starting to kind of go like underneath it a little bit. Now for this part, if you want to, you can change your brush to a smaller brush, but I really don't like having to clean all my brushes when I'm done. So I kind of try to power through it. Actually, let me use this one because my mirror is behind the camera. but I don't want to be too close up on the camera. Boom. Sorry, y'all. I didn't like what I was saying, but basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep going, and it's gonna look a little rough. You're gonna look a little bit like a raccoon, but that is the goal, is to look a little bit like a raccoon. That is okay, but you're just gonna keep going until you get the desired look that you're actually like looking for, and don't think too much into it. Like it's gonna look cute in the end. That is the goal. As long as you look cute in the end. And that's okay. It's okay if it looks a little rough. The finished product is going to be like really beautiful. You're going to really be happy and satisfied, or well, you should be really happy and satisfied with it if you do it correctly. And it's probably not going to look perfect because you have to keep in mind your eyes are sisters, not identical twins. So it might be a little different on both sides, a little bit, a smidge different, not completely different. Okay, there we go. I'm satisfied with the symmetricalness of it right now, so I can stop that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my blending brush and I'm gonna go into my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to use the Not My Journey and the Good Place. So I'm gonna use, and that's these two purples like right here. So I'm gonna go in with a Good Place first because it's like a glittery, cute color. And I'm gonna go around the eye as my base. And so this one, you're basically just gonna go all the way around the eye, making sure to cover up most of the white that you have on your eye. Ooh. Making sure to get into the inner corner, bring it out. Basically covering everything. That's the gist of it. You want to make sure you basically cover everything as much as possible and leave no white uncovered. And just so you know, with this eyeshadow primer, you really do have to make sure you're packing it on. So I usually go through the first time just to make sure that I've actually, covered majority of it. And then after I've gone through it and covered it, I go back in and really try to make sure like I pack it on and layer it. And then now I'm gonna go in with the Not My Journey on top of this, just to give it a little bit of a darker look. And this is gonna help mask any white that you might have missed before. And if you take your eyeshadow out too far or a little bit further than what you wanted it to be, I'm gonna show you a trick towards the end because I low-key did take it out a little too far. And I'm going to show you what I do when I make those kind of mistakes because it's a little too far down. Well, it's kind of cute. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's basically what I do with this one to make sure I'm satisfied. Boom. So after I get enough of it to where I'm satisfied, what I do is I go in, take the brush that I just used, and I will go into the black Temptress in the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is down here in the corner. And it's a little sparkly, so it kind of, you know, blends in a little bit better. And I'll kind of tap it on the corner and cut the eye on both sides. And blend that bad boy out. And bring it in. Start working it in towards the inner part of the eye. Lord have mercy. You're blowing that bitch up. Alright. So boom. You just keep doing that until you're satisfied with how, you know, dark or mysterious it is. The black kind of mixes in with the purple to make like a very dark plum color on the outside edges, as you can see. On both sides. You know, real cute, real mysterious. And then what I do is I take my Anastasia Beverly Hills primer again. Oh, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Put a tiny bit. You need even less than before. On my thing again, like my little candle thing. And I go in with my Morphe M124 brush. And I come right here in on the corner and tap. So with this one, I like to tap it because I don't want it to like really like move or transfer too much of the other product that I've put on, the shadows that I've put on. I don't want that to really like get messed up or like be smudged yet. I don't want it smudged yet because I know what I'm about to bring in and put here. So you just put a little bit here and bring it up. So I like to cover basically the whole inner crease of the eyelid on both sides until it's like, you know, a little bit lighter, but not too light. Like you don't want it like white again. You kind of still want to be able to see some of the purple through it. So you kind of want it a little bit on the thinner side. All right, so that's pretty good right here. Satisfied with that. And then you do the same thing on the opposite side. All right, so like I said earlier, you know, your eyes are gonna be sisters, not identical twins, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but you can try to get it as close as you possibly want to. But you want to always keep in mind you don't want to drag it all the way out. You don't want to keep going until you eventually end up on the complete opposite side of your eye. You just want the little corner here. to be shapoppin'. And it's a little off, but that's okay. You know, this was a quick little tutorial that I decided to do, a quick little 1-2. And so now I'm going to take my Too Faced smudge brush, and the tip kind of looks like this. But now I'm going to take this brush. Is it focused? There we go. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go into my Jaclyn Hill palette one more time. And I'm going to get the I'm In It, which is all the way at the top. And it's like this white shimmery color. And I'm going to pack that on to the smudge brush. And I'm just going to put it everywhere that I put the primer. And kind of drag it across this area. So doing this is going to kind of bring some of the purple back to it. And it's also going to give it a little bit of a shimmer. And you can probably see the difference between this eye and this eye after applying the I'm In It to the white. Like, look at this. Ooh. Ooh. It's beautiful. So now I'm going to do the same thing to the opposite eye. You know, just putting it right where. And one more time. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, you know you giving your money to Megan. You know it's very expensive to date me. Told him to put my name on that account because when I need money, I ain't trying to hold up. But yeah, real hot girl shit. Yeah, I'm in my bag, but I'm in his too. But yeah, so this is how it's gonna look with once you've basically finished with like all your shadows and stuff. So it's real cute, real. I'm not gonna say subtle because it's not really subtle, but yeah. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my lashes. Anyway, basically you get the gist of how it's gonna end up looking, and I'm gonna go in and show you how to like kind of clean up the bottom if you brought your eyeshadow a little too far down, because I don't like how far down my eyeshadow is on this one. So what I like to do is I like to grab my concealer. I need one that has less in it. Oh, this is the one with less in it. All right, so I like to grab my concealer and kind of, you know, drag it right here a little bit until I'm satisfied with like how far down. And now I'm gonna take a small little, and I don't know where I put it. Oh, here's my foundation brush. So I'm gonna take my foundation brush now and kind of like go right here where I put the concealer and kind of like smooth it out and bring it up to cut my eye a little bit. And you only want to take like a little bit of the bottom away because you don't want to like completely ruin the look. And what I would suggest doing if you feel like you might mess up a little bit and have to use this trick, do not put highlighter on until like the very end of your look. Okay, so now I've cleaned it up a little bit. and also kind of wiped away some of my highlighter, which is okay because I can always go back and add it. But yeah, that's basically it for this look. As you can see, really cute, really dark. It's giving everything that it needs to give. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And what else? That's basically it. You know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. You know, if you've seen any of my looks on my Instagram page that you want me to show you how I did, you know, comment that look below. And yeah, that's basically it. See y'all tuning out. Be easy, be breezy, be the baddest bitch in the game, you know?